first I heard of it was an email from John Madden, and then a couple of hours later, my agent had sent it to me by email. And John is an old friend. I'd worked with him in theater in the early 80s and had never worked with him since, and just loved the guy. So I was inclined to say yes before I even read the script. Then I read the script, and it's an extremely gripping script. I mean, it's one of those really, really fun reads. Beautifully written, beautifully plotted with incredible characters. And when John had written me about this, he told me Jessica Chastain was playing Elizabeth Sloane in it. And it's just incredible casting for her. And as I read, my part gets better and better as it goes along. It's not a big part, but it's an extremely good part and very crucial part. So that was an easy one. When it was first sent to me, as I say, I read it on email, and it didn't have a title page. I didn't even know who this writer was. And I was very curious. I thought it was some really notable Oscar-winning scriptwriter. It was so well crafted, and then learned that it's his first and that he sort of came out of nowhere. And John told me his whole history with how it came to him and how he met with Johnny and worked with him over time and was constantly on the phone to him in Malaysia. It's like none of this made sense. This is a man who'd never even been to Washington, D.C. And it's so packed with authentic detail. The characters and the issues and the way things work. He had just found out everything he could about that. John, in fact, I believe, was the person who took Pereira to Washington for the first time and showed him around. Can you imagine? A young fellow. It's about the lobbying industry, and it's about legislating a single bill, and the bill involves gun control. So naturally, that's a very hard sell on the Hill. And it also involves two lobbying firms. Jessica Chastain begins in one and defects to another. So there's a kind of rivalry between the two firms. She's a wonderful spirit, fantastic leading lady, and that everybody feels involved. She's very, she knows that we're all in it together. That's a wonderful quality in somebody who has the leading role, and in this case, a huge leading role. I mean, we're all supporting players to Jessica, but she doesn't make you feel like a supernumerary, you know, we're all involved in it. And it's a great cast. Madden, so many people, I think they just said, sure, just name the day, I'll be there. This is Sam Waterston and Michael Stuhlbarg and Christine Baranski and Allison Pill. You don't want to miss a second. The tension builds and builds and builds. There's a character who is very easy to dislike, and yet you really grow to like her. All those great things that you just love in a movie. I can't wait to see it. I came to it so late, so much of it has already been shot, and I want to see this movie. I haven't seen their work yet, all of my friends.